What's going on, y'all? John back with another video really quick. What do you want to accomplish in 2025? Do not wait to write the New Year's resolution list until the end of the year. Make a list right now. What are the things you want to do to make your life get a little bit closer to what your goals are? I'm going to start. I'm going to say them here. You guys don't have to share if you don't want to. There's a couple things I want to do. One, I want to start taking my YouTube channel a little bit more seriously. I want to post consistently, somewhere around twice a week, minimum. I want to start editing some videos, getting my own style together in terms of how I edit, what I want to share with you guys, and also just what is next on my financial journey, right? Because there's some other things that I want to accomplish that I haven't talked about on this channel yet. And my second goal is one of them. So my second goal is I want to start an account to start saving for my first rental property. Now, that is the first time I've said that out loud to anybody who was not my wife, ever. So this is partially my way of holding myself somewhat accountable, because there's a lot of things that have to happen personally in our lives for me to get to a point where we're comfortable enough to start putting money away for that. We're saving money, but we're saving money for other things right now. So putting money specifically in a spot where it would be for our first rental property would be a really big step towards a business of our own that would serve a greater purpose, some years down the line. The third thing I want to do is just be more present with my health and with my family. So one of the things I've noticed, and I think this happens with a lot of people, is that when you start to set goals and you have a lot of things that you're juggling, something usually has to give. And for me, the thing that's given the most is probably my health. Not that I am particularly unhealthy, but like there was a time where I was consistently going to the gym, probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. And as things got busy, I just stopped. Like that's the first thing to go. I get wrapped up in work and that kind of thing. I just immediately, I shed that. So the problem with that is, in order for me to enjoy any of the money I plan on accumulating and growing in the next 10, 15, 20 years, I can't be unhealthy. Like you can't let your health go to the point where you work yourself to the ground and then once you have the money, you're like disabled. Like you just cannot put yourself in a position where you you kill yourself for it, because then you got other problems. I also don't want to spend my family's nest egg on, just trying to keep me better. So the best way to do that, I'm 33, going to be 34 next year. The best way to do that is to take preventative measures, right? Make sure I'm eating the right things, which I already am. Like I eat pretty well, but also just being active. Walking, like it doesn't have to necessarily be going to the gym. It could be just getting up, not sitting down all the time, right? Taking time away from computers and phones and shit like that. The amount of time I spend just doom scrolling on my phone like that, that's not healthy either. And then with my family, I want to have very specific time, and this is a good example is today we did this. I want to have very specific time where we are not engaged, or at least I am not engaged with my phone when we are spending time together. That's something my wife's already been doing. She's really good about that, but I am not particularly good about that. I do not want my family time to be consumed with scrolling. It's not worth it. Like if I'm doing something for YouTube, if I'm doing something like that, fine. If I have something very specific that I'm trying to learn or, do something for a specific purpose, like buying something online or, doing some type of work, something like that, all right, great. But just like Instagram scrolling or like even YouTube shorts and stuff like that scrolling, I'm done with that in 2025. Like that's the type of stuff that wastes time. And that's just a luxury I don't have right now. So if I really want to get after it, I got to make the best use of my time. And the way to do that is to start cutting out things that don't serve the purposes that you say you want. So that is what I'm going to try to do. So I'm putting this on the internet because I want to look back at this and be able to evaluate. And I'll make a video about it, at the end of next year and say how I did, but be honest about it. I want to see, did I live up to the things I told myself I was going to do? And I think you all should do that too, honestly. Again, you don't have to share it in the comments, but just write something to yourself and say, as a little gift to yourself, say, hey, what are the things that I want to do in the next year, the next 365 days, that will get me closer to my goals? And then evaluate in 365 days and say, did I do it? Did I get myself closer? Was I a little short? Because the only person, and I've said this before on this channel, the only person who's going to hold you accountable is you. There's absolutely no one who is going to come along and make this life better for you without you doing the work. So start the work now. Let's do it. Before we go into this, and let me be really clear, this is not a New Year's resolution thing. This is something you're going to do every year and actually stick to. That's the key difference here. Like, this is not like, oh, we're going to go to the gym and then in 3 months, like, we just stop doing it. No. I want to be checking in on this more than once a year, because that's the only way we're going to guarantee that we're holding ourselves accountable. So you will hear from me again on these topics. Hopefully you will see some improvements in the video, not necessarily every single video. I'm going to still do videos like this, but you'll see some improvements and differences in some of the videos that I do. And if you guys, for any reason, do feel comfortable sharing, what you want to accomplish, put it in the comments. And a good way to hold yourselves accountable, you don't tell the whole world, but tell someone who's close to you who will tell you the truth. If you have someone like that in your life, don't take it for granted. They're a valuable resource. Be honest with the people who are close to you, because they'll be honest with you. So anyway, I just want to share that really quick before I go to bed. Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.